Strange.
No, you put in limitation to God. You know why?
God can't experience death?
If God experienced death, is not powerful to overpower death. Okay?
Yeah,
because
he came back from the dead. He overpowered
No,
death.
but it did affect him.
Yeah, he experienced death.
Did it
You're
affect
saying
him?
God can't
Did
experience
it
death?
affect him?
Yeah.
So God
Felt death.
So God was affected by death.
Yeah, felt death.
So God was
Experienced
affected
death.
by death, yeah?
Experienced death.
Yeah, it was affected by.
Experienced
Show me
death,
when the Bible says that.
What do you mean?
Show me when the Bible says God experienced death.
Jesus died on the cross.
No, I'm not telling you what you believe about Jesus. You said God.
Yeah.
Show me where in the Bible it says that God
The Bible
experienced
says
death.
that Jesus is God. In the epistles of Paul, it says Jesus is God. And then in the Gospels, it says that Jesus died on the cross. There you go.
So the Bible says Jesus is God clearly.
Yeah.
Show me who says that.
Not in the Gospels, but, you know.
Where? You have your own Bible.
Have you read the epistles of Paul?
I have read the epistles of Paul.
Okay.
So Jesus said clearly, I am God.
No, the Bible says that Jesus is God. Jesus wasn't clear about it.
So
in the Gospels. Do you know the difference between the Gospels and the epistles?
Of course, I know that very
Fantastic.
well. Okay.
So you're being dishonest.
No, I'm not being
You
dishonest.
said where in the Bible does it say that
Show
Jesus
me,
is
yes,
God?
show me.
Have
Yeah.
you seen, you know the epistles of Paul?
No.
So you know that Paul calls Jesus God.
So Jesus, he was too embarrassed to call himself God.
I don't know why he didn't do it. I can't speak for him.
How come God was more brave to call himself God in the Old Testament? So therefore, the God that you believe in, he's not true.
You're putting limitations on God again.
No, you
Very
put.
strange.
No, you do.
God can't do X, Y, Z.
God became a man.
No, God took on a human nature.
The Bible says he became, he says.
No, you can phrase it however you want. God took on a human
But it says
nature.
he became.
God took on a human nature.
Okay, human nature is it limited or unlimited?
The human nature is limited, yes.
So God was
Do you understand the
wait,
hypostatic union of
let me
Jesus
finish.
Christ?
Let me land. You have to let me land. I know. Let me land. Let me land. You said we limit God. I'm going to show you. He just told me God
took on a human nature. Thank you.
So God was limited by human nature, which is limited. So you just limited God.
natures of Jesus
Take care of
Christ?
yourself. You just limited
Do you
God.
understand the two natures of
Yeah,
Jesus
you believe
Christ?
Jesus was
Do you
here.
know what the hypostatic
Brother, you're coming
union
too
is?
close.
Sorry.
Okay,
I'm trying to make you listen to me.
No. You have to come too close to listen to you.
Do you know
Except
the-
if you
do you
believe
know
you're
the
my
two
wife.
natures of Jesus
I wish
Christ
you know
are?
my wife. The only woman that can do that is my wife.
Do you know the two
My
natures
wife
of
can
Jesus
come
Christ
close to
are?
me to make her, okay, anyway, let's go
Do you know
back
the
to
two
point.
natures of Jesus Christ are?
Yes, I know. He was a God and a human at the same time. That's what you believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Two natures, one person.
Yes, two nature and one person.
Divine nature, human nature.
Okay, so he was, which part of Jesus was divine?
The divine nature. I don't know.
See, Christianity doesn't make any sense. That's why
Are
churches,
you limiting
that's
God?
why
Are you saying
churches
that God
are
has to
turning
make
to
sense?
swimming
Why are
pools.
you limiting God?
He just told me, so you have a
God of
knowledge
Islam is
that
so
Jesus
limited.
was God and him at the same time. But when I ask you which part of Jesus was divine, you want like a
Where's
traffic
your soul?
light.
Where's your soul?
Maybe he doesn't know.
Can you show me your soul?
No, my soul is inside me.
Where?
That's
Show me.
it.
What is it?
It's inside me. Like my heart's
So the
inside me. I
divine
can show you
nature
my
is
heart.
inside
Anyway,
Jesus.
so it was inside him. So you just limited God by saying God was inside him and
God humbled
limited
himself,
body
yes.
again.
Yeah.
So he was limited.
Limited himself, yes.
But
Are
you just
saying
had
that
a
Are you saying
hang
that God
on.
can't limit
You
himself?
just
Why are you
just
limiting
had
God again?
you just said I'm limited God.
You are
Which
limiting
you
God.
limited God.
God limited himself.
Are you listening to yourself or not?
Yes.
You just told me I'm limiting God. When I ask you, you limited God, and you admit you limited God. Okay, have you been to church today?
Yes.
That's why it makes sense now. That's why you're talking nonsense. That's the outcome of going to church. When you start talking nonsense, that's why Christians out there leave church. This living example: when you go to church, you start contradicting your own brain. You are a victim of your own brain, and this is the outcome of it. According to Islam, worship God alone. Who is that God? قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد. Look a beautiful description of Allah. Say Allah is one, unique. He begat not, neither was he begotten, and there is nothing like unto him. There is nothing like unto him. Look, they don't want people to hear the truth. They keep interrupting. Let me speak the truth, then I can speak to you. All right? Thank you very much. Yes. All right. Anyway, let me carry on. So when you look to Allah, how Allah describes Himself, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, the most beneficent. Brother, akhi, take him to the door, brother. أنت والله.
I want to stay right here.
Allah describes Himself the most beneficent, the most merciful, Al-Wadud, the most loving. Allah would does things for His servant just to gain His servant's love, even though Allah is not in need of His servant's love. But when you look at Christianity, God became a baby, but baby is not God, but God was a baby. Then someone had to breastfeed him, but God doesn't get breastfed. But God is sufficient, but someone had to take care of him. That doesn't make any sense. Come to Islam.
God can't do
Come to
that.
the teaching of Jesus.
You're saying God
Come to
can't
the
do
teaching of Prophet Muhammad, Prophet Moses. Leave the teaching of the pagan Romans. Leave the teaching of Paul. Paul's teaching corrupted the true teaching of Jesus. You know, the teaching of Jesus, there's only one God. Perfect God. The teaching
Father.
of Paul, God, human, everything.
The Father.
Anyway, what I would
Done.
say to you, I done long time ago if you didn't
I am the
notice.
Father.
I'm just preaching now.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I know. It's nonsense, but
No, yeah.
you're very fluent.
Okay, let us see if it's not nonsense. Is God one?
Yes.
So how you say nonsense? I said that.
Yeah.
Because a Muslim he says
does he
nonsense.
agree? Does he
Even he
agree
agrees
with
with it. He agrees that God is one.
Okay.
Okay. Does anyone give birth to God?
Yes.
The Father.
No, Mary.
So God, you see, the Father believe in. We say the true God, but they add to another God.
Another God, no.
Is the Father fully God?
Yes.
He's fully God.
The Father is identical to the divine nature, and the Son is
Listen
identical
carefully.
to the divine
Is
nature.
the Father fully God? My question.
Yes.
So if the Father fully God, how many God we have? One.
We have one God. There's one.
Is
divine
Jesus fully
essence.
God?
Yes.
How many God we have so far? You need to go to hospital. Yes. Anyway, you need to choose someone else. Seriously. Yeah. Run away from you is a virtue, to be honest. I'm going to speak to someone fully God, true fully God. Yes, you want to speak to me?
Yes, please.
Can you show me your certificates from the hospital? Because
I need a
if you
certificate
agree
from the
with him,
hospital.
because
You're the one with the cane.
Wallahi.
Can you show me your certificate from the hospital?
Yeah, Ken doesn't mean
Then what are you
I
saying
think you're
then?
mentally not well as well, like him. Do you agree with him? Do you agree with him?
Listen, should I heal you? Because you seem like you're crippled.
Do you agree with him? Do you
Come
agree
on,
with
I'm
him?
right here. I'm right here. Yes, that
Do you,
Jesus
I'm
Christ
going to
is
speak to you, don't worry. Anyway,
Lord. Are you admitting
my
you
dear
don't
brothers
know
and
it? So you
sisters,
lied then?
let us talk about
So you're
Ramadan,
lying then?
the importance of
said-
Ramadan. And we have 2 weeks left, or lesser, or more than 2 weeks. Ramadan will come in. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran, شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان فمن شهد منكم الشهر فليصمه ومن كان مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله على ما هداكم ولعلكم
Why are you
تشكرون.
scared of conversation?
They're jealous of Quran because why? We are able to recite in Arabic language.
One book.
They recite in English. Jesus never spoke English.
Which Arabic?
Anyway,
Which Arabic?
so Ramadan
Which
is the
Arabic?
month which the Quran was revealed.
Which Arabic?
That's why my dear
I have two
brothers and
Qurans here.
sisters,
Which Arabic? The Wash or
can
the
I speak
House?
to him?
Which Arabic?
Anyway,
Which
Why
Arabic?
are you scared of
Allah
conversation?
Come
Why
on.
are you
brother,
scared of conversation?
you just told me
Arabic?
2 gods, 1 God.
Yeah, but why are you scared of conversation?
Because they have the same aql as you. They have the same
Really?
brain like you. I can't speak to
You're
you.
scared of talking to him.
حبيبي.
Can Muhammad
Good
be
hand.
right?
طيب بارك الله فيك.
Shamsi,
Anyway,
please, let me get a
so
chance to talk to you.
Ramadan, the
Are
month
you
of
lying? Are you gonna run
Ramadan,
away?
we have to prepare ourselves.
He's running.
We have to prepare ourselves
Yes.
mentally, psychologically. You one of them as well, okay? And spiritually to meet Ramadan, because Ramadan is not about don't fast. No, also about trying our best to stay away from that which Allah dislikes
How can Jesus
and Allah
be a Muslim
prohibits.
when he prays
Okay?
to the Father?
Okay, I'm gonna move away because he just shot next to my ear. And, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Go the cameras, yeah. Tell the brothers to get the cameras. أخي get the cameras. حبيبي. خويا حبيبي. Get the cameras. بارك الله فيك حبيبي شكرا.
كيفك مسكين مريض هو
هذا لا شك فيه. هذيك شو مريض والله.
كيف حالك؟
Anyway, so anyway. Yeah, bring the other cameras because the brothers cameras. Bring it. Huh?
مريض هو مريض شمسي
هذا مريض عقليا هذا
في سكر
هذا